Well, suckies, how's everybody this evening? How's everybody?
Hungry.
Hungry? Not too bad so far, nice. Well, boys, how are the pretty boys? Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and today, as you see in the title, we got some purebred Jersey bulls, calves. We got some PB Jersey boys. Here they are. So, we picked up 15 last week. We have them trained into the pen now, so we're going to be letting them out with others. And the purpose of this video is just kind of to show you them, and suppose just kind of let you know what our plan is with them, because I suppose with Jersey bulls, like, we haven't had a pedigree. Now these are 100, as my grandfather used to say, the full 100. These are 100% Jersey bulls. So we haven't actually had a pedigree Jersey bull calf on the farm since we quit milking cows, as we used to milk pedigree Jersey cows back then. And anytime I reference, you know, Jersey bull or that, it's always been JEX. So there's always, when a JEX has more than 50% Jersey in them, but isn't a full Jersey. But these lads are. These lads are. And look at the kind of short, they're that bit smaller, narrow back. You know, they have that kind of a thin look about them. So, why did we get these Jersey boys? We got them to give a try. They were free. Jersey bulls, they're free. He can't expect to give anything for them because of what they are. We brought them in, 15 of them, a bit more than I was kind of planning on getting, but anyways. But our plan with them is to see how they go through our system. So we're going to be treated the same as the rest of the calves. Literally, we'll be taking down them gates later, and we are going to run them through the system all the way to beef at around the 2-year-old mark. Because we have JEX bulls that be very high Jersey and look very much like them, and they do all right for us. We get them into a 250, 260, 270 kilo carcass handy enough. But as I said, we never had the 100% Jersey. We want to see how they do. We want to put them through the system. So this is a 2-year job now to see how these lads go along. So it's not going to be today or tomorrow, we'll see. But it's going to be interesting to see, can they keep up with the rest of the lads. For us, it's just a trial. We want to see how the purebred Jersey bulls go on in comparison to our Jersey cross bulls. Now the reason we've never been afraid of the Jersey cross was because, as I said, we used to milk cows, and when we milked cows, we used to bring everything through to beef. And we had pedigree Jersey bulls that we brought through to beef, along with crossbreds. We used to put limousine on the Jersey cows, and we had limousine cross Jerseys. We used to bring them all through to beef, and they all used to get on the finest with them, no bother. If you ever hear me referring to in the future about the Jersey boys, this is who I'm referring to, these 15 calves. Now my father was saying that the Jersey bull calves were never a very hardy animal, and that they used to have trouble trying to rear them back in the day. So it'd be interesting to see what our mortality rate is like, and our sickness rates and everything. So far, look, we've been here 3 days, we've had no issues. They're all on the feeder. We had one to feed this morning, so they're ready to go out to the rest of the pen. I have a calf here. Look at this guy, he's trying to get the camera off me. One of the aims as well is butcher one ourselves anyways, and see that it's perfect, see that it meets our quality of what we produce. Because at the minute, like, we're killing Jersey cross bulls for the shop, and it's the perfect meat. There's not one thing wrong with it. Tender, lovely stuff. So we want to see as well whether these will be suitable for the shop as well. So at the minute we're finishing our bulls, our Jersey cross bulls, on about 90 days of feed, and they always are the first to go, and we put that down to the hybrid vigor. They're having a bit of a mix of both in them. So it'll be just interesting to see what is the difference, and I'll let you know. This is going to be an experiment to see how these Jersey boys get on. So we're back now. It's been maybe a week since we looked at the first of the Jersey boys, and as you can see, more Jersey boys have arrived. I think we're losing the plot altogether, but anyways, we have another 13 Jersey boys here. Actually, some of them are quite nice big calves. Look at, you can't really say they're square backs on them, but they're not too bad. So they're not too bad. So these lads are only here 2 days now. We're on the milk bar as we have overflowing now. Both feeders are full. So we are on milk bars now for the extra calves, and we have more calves to come in as well. So but these are the latest lovely, healthy, lively Jersey boys. So there, lovely Jersey boys. Anyways, I just want to show you the calves that came, and I want to show you some of the other Jersey JEX calves that's on the feeder. There's some fantastic JEX calves on the feeder, and I want to show you some of the biggest of the Jersey boys that came, because some of them have done very well since coming here. So here's one of them, actually, one of the Jersey boys. Last one's looked at. He's lovely. He's filled out quite nice, so he has. So yeah, a bit of a back to him. He's no worse than that Frisian, so he's not. And there's another lad as well there, 536. He's the same novice, not too much size on him, but he's just kind of filling out the back. So there's some more of them there. They have, you could say a third have done well, a third are middling, and a third you kind of feel like a good gust of wind is going to whip them away. It's okay. There's a little bit of a disadvantage in this shed, and we're actually thinking of taking some of them out and putting them over on the milk bar, is because some of them are so narrow or small. The bigger calves are getting in beside them in the feeder. Even though we did narrow in the feeder, it hasn't really, it's helped for some but not for them all. Liv is just looking after one there, like a bit of not so much fair play. But yeah, that is one of the downsides to them. But look, I'm happy enough with how they're doing overall. And there's some of them. There's another one there, 544. He's a lovely calf, and that lad then, he's just small. But they're doing well now. That's the main thing. So just one of the things I want to show you now. 595. That lad there. So you can see there, he's a JEX, and you can see the sire he's out of. One of the handy things with Herdwatch, I can see what they're out of. But look at this, that's him there, 595. Look at that for a JEX calf. That means he's over 50% Jersey. Look at the back on him, and look at the depth in him. Serious bit of depth in him. Like, he's a great calf. And there's another calf there, 494, another Jersey calf. Serious calves. Like, we have no problems with the JEX, because we know from experience, and you get ones like that, they're just super calves. And you can see some of that in them little J pedigree Jersey boys. It'll be interesting to see what is the difference in the amount of time it takes for finishing, because we'll be able to record that on between the JEX and the pedigree Jersey. What kind of weights, what kind of kill out percentages are we getting, what kind of grades, what kind of fat scores are we getting, because they'll all be run together. As it is, we're killing JEX bulls for the farm shop, getting on flying with them. We're getting lots of people messaging us back saying how lovely the beef is, the tender, the taste, the whole lot. There's not a thing wrong with Jersey beef. Not a thing. If you don't believe me, buy a bit of beef off us and try it for yourself. We're actually, the prices are all reduced now, and you actually get more in your box of beef than you did before, as we changed the butcher and we're getting better rates, so we're able to do a better price on our beef, and we're running specials every week. So if you are interested, there's no reason why not. We're trying to be as competitive as we can. But also, for anyone that has bought beef off us and is wondering what kind of beef they got off us, because we do, I know I said we mostly Jerseys we've put through, but we have put through some Frisians and FRX and one Angus actually. But if you want to check out what beef you bought was, you can head over to the link in the description down below to the Stewart Family Farm website, where you can order beef if you want to buy a box of beef. But you can also go to the What's My Beef page there, and you can, once you have the batch number on your packet of beef that you bought off us, you can see, correlate that to what animal it was, the breed, the sex, the age, a good bit of information, along with, I think, with maybe a picture or 2 or 3 of them on it as well, so you can see what your beef was as well. Can't get much better in traceability, so you get to see them go up, go out, come back in, go back out, be finished, and then you get to taste the beef. But yeah, go and check that out in the description down below. Stewart Family Farm, Longford. Just on one more topic with the dairy beef in general, and I know from people watching me you see what we do, dairy beef, and maybe it looks like a very attractive thing to do, and you can see yourself, we are the bargain buyers. We buy all sorts of yolks, and we don't really mind what's on the card. It's all, for us, it's all about the costings, but it's not something everyone can do, unfortunately. We have the machinery to do nearly all the work ourselves. We have the crops to nearly provide all the feed we need for finishing them. We have it on a scale. With the amount of calves we have, everything is bought bulk, and we can do things cheaper than a lot of other people can. And for anyone that's thinking of getting into dairy beef, that is probably one of the biggest things to keep an eye on, is how much you spend. Because you can spend lots of money and it's all fine and good, but to get it back out of them, they're not big money cattle. But if you can keep your costs down, there is money to be made at it. And it's the one thing for anyone that does watch my videos and is thinking maybe they'll wear some dairy beef, is to always keep that in mind, trying to keep your costs down, but trying to do the job right, because they're just not high value cattle. They're not. There's a big difference between killing a Charlie bullock and killing a Frisian bullock, so there is. That's the biggest thing to keep in mind. But with us here, we can do it really cost effectively with all the different things we've going on, so we can accept to take them. We have 30 something jerseys now. We can take them in and put them through the system. Worst case scenario, they break even. I cannot see them losing money on our system, because at the price we can do things at, we can afford to take that hit, whereas someone else who has to pay the contractor, has to pay for the beef nuts, you can't really take that hit. We can, and that's something to keep in mind. The other thing as well, and we're kind of falling short on it, we always say, for every 2 of them, I need 1 of them. I need an Angus, I need a beef. And it's for the simple reason of helping sell them, because you go to the factory with a few of these nice boys and a few of them, but none of them, you can get, sometimes it's not the easiest to deal with them. But when you can have a shed of them, it makes it easier to sell these lads, because you sell these lads first, then you sell them. I'm going to leave it at that for today's video. Not just more talking than doing anything else on the Jersey boys. And as I said, this is going to be a bit of an experiment for us and for you, because you're going to get to see the Jersey boys go through the system, and you should get to taste them in 2 years time when we kill them for the shop. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that for today's video. If you have any questions or anything else you'd like to know, please leave it in the comments down below. And if you want to give out that these lads should be going somewhere else and not onto a beef farm, you can do that too. Doesn't change my mind. They're lovely calves. Just lovely calves. That's actually the other Jersey calf I was looking for. 465. He's not pedigree, he's JAX. That's the difference. What's going to be the difference between him and him? 531. But anyways, I'm going to leave it at that for today's video. As always, videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. Please like and subscribe to the channel. That is it for me. Good luck.